right into it. Let's see who we have with us as well. We've got no sound. Okay. There's no sound. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry. Sounds worked? We can hear me? Have I made it worse or have I made it better? Are we back? What a terrible start. Are we back? Let me have a check. Let me check. Unmute site. Are we back? Sorry. Sounds worked? We can hear me? I think we're back. Have I made it worse or have I made it better? Are we back? We are back. Oh my god, what a terrible start. Do excuse me. Let's start the show again. I have no idea what's going on. I've just come back from holiday, rebooting the studio. Everything was turned off completely, and it seemed like we had an issue, but I'm glad you can all hear me now. I understand what's going on now. For somehow this screen was muted, so I do apologize. I assume you can all hear me now. Wow, what a terrible start. So let's get straight back into it. So today we're discussing an amazing day. It is the launch of RLUSD. XRP is very volatile. People are paying insane prices for RLUSD, as you've seen in the title, $1,200. Is that sustainable? We will get into it. Can you make money off RLUSD? We will get into that. Remember, everything I say during this live show should not be taken as financial advice. Nothing I say is financial advice. Do not follow my trades. That will be a very bad way of learning and a very bad thing to do. You will learn nothing and you'll probably lose money. So don't do that. This is only for educational purposes. Let's learn about charts and let me give you some news. So let's get straight into it. That was a strange start, wasn't it? So I do apologise. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already. Rick M, thank you. Everyone, thank you for spamming the chat, letting me know that you couldn't hear me. XRP, where are we at now? $2.60. So if you were on Discord, you would have seen my warnings. I was on holiday, I was posting on Discord, so I can do the live stream even though I sent in videos and I've been responding to everyone on Discord. So if you do want to join Discord, you can become a member. We'll onboard you to Discord as well. But $2.62, which is a 786 from the all-time high, so that's the first level, but it's not only that level. We need to look at the local 786 from the highs of this bull market to the lows around to $1.90, and that's around $2.70. We could not breach the $2.70 level with a good 4-hourly close or any significant closes above $2.70. As you can see, we got rejected. We got rejected from $2.70, so that's why that's a resistance. That's why both of these levels are key, and we haven't breached the $2.70. If we breach $2.70, then it would be very quick move up to $3. Once we break $3, very quick move up to all-time highs. Once we break all-time highs, I don't assume all-time highs will be very significant resistance. It's not really a technical level. It's just the all-time highs, $3.30. But that once we breach that, then we go on to the serious targets: $4, $5, $6. But yeah, it all starts from this area here, and right now again it's a little bit of a sell the news event. I'm not expecting a 50% crash, although anything can happen in the crypto market. If Bitcoin corrects 30%, then XRP is going down 50%. XRP will go down 50% in the bear market, no doubt about that. But when I called for a 50%, I just want to clear up any confusion. When I called for a 50% correction, That was mainly the title of the video to say, yes, it can actually correct 50% for now, because right now Bitcoin's looking very bearish. This was a few weeks ago. And in that video I explained my main targets will be about 25 to 35 to 40% drop. We got a 35% correction down to $2. $2 is that key level. We held $2 as support. So that's when I was expecting the drop. Do I expect a big drop now? No, I don't think this is as big as of a sell the news event than the actual live stream we did previously about the 60-minute show. That was a very anticipated event. With from my experience, I knew that they were going to spin it in a bad way. I knew a sell the news event, along with the spinning of the 60-minute show, a very short segment, will cause the price of XRP to go down. Again, I wasn't 100% sure, but more likely than not, I said it will come down. $2 was a target. We reacted at $2, and now we're back at $2.62. Can it go down to $2 again? Yes, it can. Would that be bullish? It can be bullish, because what that would mean is be prepared for a 25% drop. If Bitcoin ends up looking bearish, if Bitcoin drops below 100,000 again, then it would be silly not to be prepared for a 25% drop. A 25% drop would take us back to $2. What that would show would be a double bottom scenario, where at that point we can bounce and then start heading to all-time highs again. So be prepared for that. Is that my base case scenario, as in what I expect to happen? Probably not. What's more likely? Maybe something like coming the support at $2.40. That's more likely to be hit. However, right now we are testing the $2.62. The first important level, remember the main important level is between 262 and 270. Breaking both those levels, we failed to do that. Now we're back at the first level, $2.62, and we're testing it as resistance. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Right now it's being tested as resistance. The 4-hour candle hasn't closed yet. That will be closing at 8 o'clock my time, so that's in about another 3.5 hours. So we'll have to keep an eye on this 4-hour candle. It's not closed yet. We can't make any judgments, but on the shorter time frame, we can say that it's been tested as resistance, and what we need to break is $2.62, then $2.70. This is the levels right now to break. RLUSD was a successful launch. I'm going to make a video based on during this live stream. So anyone watching this live stream, sound is bad. Why is sound bad? Let me see. But some people are saying sound is good. I don't expect the sound to be bad anymore. Let me have a listen in myself. Sound is bad. Why is sound bad? We'll have to keep an eye on this 4-hour candle. It's not closed yet. We can't make any judgments, but on the shorter time frame, we can say that it's been tested as resistance, and what we need to break is $2.62, then $2.70. I've just listened back. I don't see any problems with the sound right now. Sound is good. Sound is perfect. Sounds good to me. Sound is fine. Sound again. Sound is fine. Okay, so most people are saying sound is perfect. So we'll continue with the analysis. If it seems to be the non-members that are saying the sound is not good, but we'll keep an eye on that. I don't want the sound to be bad during the show. So the reason I went echoey was because I was listening to YouTube, because the non-members were saying the sound isn't working. So that's the only reason you got the echo. But yeah, so 262. We've got Martyn calling in. Everything's going on. Let's get Martyn on the show. Martyn, you're live on the show. Martyn, you're muted. We can't hear you. Maybe that's my issue, but I don't think it is.
There you go. Is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Better? Fantastic. I'm talking about sound, and now I'm making a balls of it. Okay, the reason why some people were saying the sound is not working is because they're behind the stream. They're just tuning in. Please, guys, Sensei will show you on the screen. Sensei, if you can share this after I've said this, show your page, show your YouTube channel, the live feed. And what you do, guys, is make sure that you tap the live button, make sure it brings it up to date, and then you go into the settings, and it's actually Sensei who brought this to me, and go double speed, and then it catches up and brings you right up to date. That might be the reason if you are buffering behind, you've got a gray line in front of you. Click the live, turn it red, and then click the cogs, and then you can go double speed to bring you up to date within a few seconds. The reason why there's a slight delay is because we put closed captions on these broadcasts, because there are people who watch, all around the world in different languages, so we have to have that. But you can bypass it by speeding it up, and then you will do that. Sensei, you're doing a great job, by the way. Sensei wanted me to ask you if you wanted Sensei to go longer today. We have set a goal in the chat. It's super chats, not super stickers. Make sure you do a super chat. It explains it in the rules. We've now got 5 out of 10. Sensei was planning on going live for 30 minutes. If we get to 10 by the time the clock reaches 0, and by now it's about 27 minutes, I believe, it's 3 minutes already gone, Sensei will continue and do up to an hour-long show for you. So if you want to carry on, that's how you do it. Just take part in those goals. In fact, I do apologize. That was not that. We've not had any ones at the moment. I just want to be clear. I'm looking at the last show. So we are on 0 at the minute. But if you carry on, just take part in those goals. Otherwise, Sensei could easily finish earlier than you might want him to do so. All right, so there's no issue with the sound. Sensei, welcome back from your holiday. Thank you for coming back so quick. You're doing a great show. I'll hand it back to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martyn. Yes, there was an issue with the sound at the beginning, and I'll show you what Martyn was talking about. If you are still behind, what you have to do is you look at the stream here, make sure it's red, make sure it's live, and then if you want to be as live as possible, you can put the playback speed on the settings at 2x. That will quickly bring you up to as live as you can be, and then you see that cog there, playback speed 2x. I'll talk really fast for a little bit, and then you'll be live. So you can be, if you just want to be as live as most people, you press that button here, make sure you're live. If you're not live, it will be grey. If you are live, it will go red. And then if you want to be even more live, then you press the cogs, you press playback speed, and then you press 2x, and that will catch up to the livest possible you can be. I think Martyn has pinned no sound, so we'll get rid of that because that might be causing some confusion as well. But we are back. I was on holiday. I was setting up almost live streaming equipment again, and therefore we had no sound at the beginning. But let's get back into what everyone's here for. So to subscribe, you press the subscription, and then you can become a subscriber. How many subscribers do we have right now? 53,480. We'll try and get up to 54,000 subscribers during this show. Let's see if that's possible. Cutting in and out. Patrick, I think you must be behind. I'm going to continue until we get a lot of people saying there is major sound issues. And if there is, we'll have to end everything and then we'll have to come back later. But I don't believe there's any sound issues. Martyn just explained the reason why you might think that. Okay, sound coming in and out. So there is multiple people saying this now. I might need to check all my connections. They seem to be fine. Sound is good. Sound is good. Okay. I think people are just trolling at this point. Sound is good. I'll listen to Martyn. Martyn has the best streaming equipment. He will know better than anyone if it is having issues. If you're having issues, you can refresh, make sure you're live. Let's see if we can gain some more subscribers. Press that subscribe button, hit the like button. And as Martyn mentioned, if you want to, yes, I was just saying reload into YouTube, just press the refresh and the sound will be good. As you can see over here in the live chat, if you press that button there, Sensei will go longer. If not, will end when this clock runs out. So if you want me to continue going live, I have just come back from holiday, literally straight from the airport. I need to have some dinner, I need to have some food. But if you guys really want me to stay, if you press on this, do the super chat, when you click on this, then I will continue to stay live. But let's get into, I'd expect that to hit the 10. So what I'm going to do is give you as much analysis as I can during this live broadcast. I'm also going to make a video during this live broadcast, so that basically means you're going to watch me make a video and you're getting the information before anyone else as you're watching this live. You'll get the information I'm about to present before anyone else, so when the video comes out, feel free to watch it again, but you're basically getting the information before it comes out as a video. So let's start that video now. Let's do it this way, make sure the sound's working. Are we recording as well? We must be. Okay. Let me put the time down as well. We're 16 minutes into the show. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investors channel. We are looking at XRP on the day of RLUSD launch. We've got some crazy price prediction on RLUSD. Is there a chance to make money? Let's have a look at it. Let's read all the news and let's look at where XRP is going next. Are we going to break all-time highs today? Are we going to break it this week? And what are my bull market targets? And are we still going to get that 50% crash I was talking about earlier on last week? We'll get into all of that, but firstly I want to let you know nothing I say during this video is financial advice. Don't copy my trades, that's a very bad idea. I'm only doing this for educational purposes only. So right now, on the launch of RLUSD Day, the official Ripple coin, you can call it if you like, because XRP is not Ripple's coin, that's the coin they use. RLUSD is now you can call it the Ripple coin. So currently XRP is sat at $2.61. What's happened is, if you were live on my Discord, I was telling you about these specific levels, $2.62 and $2.70. These are very, very important levels. This is the 786 from the all-time high, the $2.62. And then the 786 and the short-term 786 from the highs that we previously hit at 290 to the lows of 190. That gives us $2.70 basically. Excuse me. So why are these levels important? Because they are very important Fibonacci levels. That's what traders are looking at. That's the levels of resistance. We broke the first level of resistance, but that wasn't enough. And that's why I have these two levels. $2.70 didn't get breached. It got breached on the 15-minute time frame. Yes, the price went above it, but we didn't get any major closes. Look at the 4-hour candle. The 4-hour candle did not close above $2.70. And currently we're testing the $2.62 as resistance as well. But remember, this 4-hour candle hasn't closed at the time of streaming, so we have to continue to have a look. If it does close below, then we're looking bearish. We're looking at our first target of $2.40. $2.30 will be our next target. And then we're looking at these main levels, $2. So if it drops down to $2, is that bearish? I don't think so. Yes, it will be annoying in the short term. It will be a 25% crash to the downside. It's not a 50% crash. It's a 25% crash to the downside, down to around $2 again. Why would that not be so bearish? Well, because that's a strong level of support that would allow for a formation of a double bottom, because previously we come down to this level to $2, and now if you come back down to $2, you will have that double bottom scenario. Remember, double bottoms are a trading structure where traders will look at, defend that level if everyone's bullish, and that will send the price of XRP upwards, in my opinion. From a trading perspective, a double bottom, the target would be back above the neckline, which would be around $2.70. $2.70, very important level. Then you get onto the main targets of this bull run, which would be breaking $3, breaking through all-time highs, and then heading to levels which I see happening very soon, in my opinion. Actually, we might have a little bit more consolidation, a little bit more downside, maybe to $2 accumulate, and then once we really break those levels I was talking about earlier, $2.60, $2.70, we're looking at these major levels. And these levels, the reason they're in red is because I've been accumulating XRP between 30 and 50 cents. This is my personal take profit strategy. Don't follow my take profit strategy, but understand why it's my take profit strategy. Why is it? It's because these levels are important. This is the 2618 from the 2021 highs to the lows. That's the $2.70. The 1618 from the all-time high, very important level, $5.30. So that those are key take profit levels. When it reaches those levels, I'll be selling my XRP, and I probably would not be buying it back until the bear market. Those are levels I'm happy to take profits and enjoy the profit. Maybe invest it into something else, Flare, Solargenic, maybe Ethereum again, because Ethereum has it performing very well, File token, other tokens where I can make more money. But I do still have higher targets for XRP. $3.61, $6.37, that $6.37. That's the 3618 from the 21 highs, the 4326, and that's from the 21 high. That's the $7.41, $8.51, which is 2618 from the all-time high. And then I do have a few further targets. I've got the $11. That's a 3618 from the all-time high. and then $13, which is 423.6 from the all-time high. And then a couple extra targets. I'm going through my full targets for XRP's bull run this cycle. We've got the 1061.8%. That's from the 2017 high. That's the $18, and my final target, the 1061.8 from the all-time high. That's taken us to $33. Do I think it's going to reach $33? No. Do I think it's going to reach $18? No. Do I think it's going to reach $10? But it is likely. Where am I taking most of my profits? These red lines here: $4.50, $5.30, $6.30, $7.41, $8.51. I'm not picking one specific price target to sell. I'm going to be laddering out my position. The way I'm going to be doing is probably taking 10 to 15% out at each of these positions, holding a moon bag in case we do reach, in case we go on a super cycle. XRP gets widely adopted by all banks this cycle. And news coverage would be very, very large on XRP, and that's when I see it maybe going to those levels, and I don't want to miss out on that. That's why I'll be holding, as the crypto community call it, a moon bag for those higher levels. But these levels that I've put in red, they're not just random levels I've come up with. They're Fibonacci levels, they're important levels, they're technical levels, and I'll be laddering out those positions. But let's get back to the short-term price action and explain to you that 50% drop, and explain to you the RLUSD target that some people have put of 1,200, which I'll be showing you in just a second. There's a lot in this video, so please do hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so before, become a member if you're new. If you're a member, you get access to Discord, where I'll be chatting all the time. There's all sorts of perks for becoming a member, and we'll onboard you as soon as possible. So yes, the 50% crash. That was a video I put out when I hit 2 of my targets. When you're looking at my charts, these green levels here, these are levels I like to sell my XRP only to get my initial investment out and also to trade it so I can buy some more. When we reached my second target, which was just below $3, Bitcoin was looking a little bit bearish. Bitcoin corrected, XRP corrected. We got that initial 25% correction to downside. And if you actually watch the video, the 50% was prepare for 50%. A 50% correction in the crypto market is not unheard of. It's not unseen. If you're not prepared for a 50% correction, then you're not in the right place. But in the video, I said what's more likely to happen is about a 25 to 40% correction. Initially, very quickly, we got a 25% correction. Then we had the 3 rising valleys, where that was a trade into the 60-minute show. That was a 20% move to the upside, 22%, 25% move to the upside. Then we were very bearish for the 60-minute show. It was a sell the news event. And then we had that further correction down to $2, which was a target of about 26%. So in total, from the time I put the 50% correction video out, again, that's a thumbnail. That's not a lie. That's not clickbait. That's just saying a 50% correction it can occur, and I explained to you why it can occur. I showed you previous cycles, but I said it's more likely going to be a 25 to 40% correction. What did we get? We got a 35% correction, so within my range, to the more extreme end of the range. Can a 50% correction happen again? I don't see too many bearish indicators. Bitcoin is actually performing quite well right now. It's making all-time highs. It's just made new all-time highs today. That liquidity will flow into XRP once Bitcoin's price maybe goes a little bit higher and goes sideways. If Bitcoin's price crashes, then XRP is coming back down to these levels, $2.40, $2.28, and maybe even $2. But right now, Bitcoin's price is looking fine. It's making new all-time highs. That liquidity will flow into XRP at some point, and that's when we get the break of these levels. I'm not really taking any profits. I'm taking profits to take out my initial. I'm taking a few trading positions, but my take profit levels are much, much higher. Now let's get onto RLUSD. You know what I will do? I'll make it into a separate video. So if you've watched the end of the video, watch part 2. It's going to come out as a separate video. It's going to be all about RLUSD and what that means for the price of XRP. This was made during a live show, but thank you for watching. Part 2, I will link right here. So go and watch that straight away. That will be the second part of this video. That's the RLUSD side of it. And there'll be another playlist just below. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, so anyone who's still in the live show, thank you for staying around. That's just a video that's going to come out later. I'm now going to talk about RLUSD, but we're going to make it into 2 parts. Let's do a little bit exciting. Let me get prepared for the second part of that video. And I'll be, in the meantime, answering a few of your questions and checking in on if we're going to stay live longer. Let me bring up the RLUSD. Let me find that. While I do that, let me have a look at some of your comments. I'll re-up at $2.25. Yeah, if we do get down there, $2.25 is $2.28 is my sort of level, and then below that is $2. Going to okay, we've got our first super chat to see if I can stay longer. I'm going to thank you, Noel.
Donated €2 through a super chat.
Thank you for the €2, Noel. Thank you very much. Let's read some of your questions before we get on to part 2 of that video. Bottom line, what is the target to rebuy price? Oh, I mean, it depends on each trader. It depends on your strategy. It depends on your risk tolerance. But support levels, I'm not going to tell you buy levels because that depends on each person. But support levels, $2.40 first support, $2.20 first support. But the main support is $2. Around $2 is the main support. That's the strongest level of support. These are sort of more midterm levels of support. But the strongest level of support is around the $2 level because that is the 2021 highs. Noel, thank you for the super chat, but it doesn't actually count towards this. If you want to do a super chat, so Martyn said, Sensei will go longer. It will, if not, we'll end when this clock runs out. So we've got 10 minutes. I don't know. Let's put some music on. Let's see if you do want all the news and everything. Let's put this on.
The year is 1991.
If you're watching on whatever device, this button here, it's a new feature. We're testing it out. Click that, press super chat. In 10 minutes, if the goal isn't reached, I'll do what I agreed to do, which is the 30-minute live stream, get you the most up-to-date content. If we do hit the target, I will stay on for another however long you guys want. So we'll probably do another half an hour. So if you want the full news, a super chat, let's try this new feature. Click this button here and then do the super chat through there. Noel, I appreciate your super chats. Unfortunately it doesn't count towards the YouTube's new feature. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll put some music on, but I'll turn it off because I know some of you say it's too loud, but I was just trying to have a little bit of fun. Let me read some more of your questions. When should we rebuy? SPRY. That is not my job to tell you when you should rebuy. If you want a channel that tells you financial advice, then there's plenty of them out there that will make you make unwise decisions. I only talk about the technicals, the support. Where I'll be buying more is probably $2. If it gets back down there, we got our first one. Wow, I didn't expect that to happen.
Donated $4.99 through a super chat.
We got it. Brilliant. Thank you very much. So we're 1 out of 10 and we've got 10 minutes. So we basically need one every minute until this timer runs out. We've got our first one. Thank you very much, Riley. We've got, and if the target's reached, there'll be confetti and everything. I think YouTube, it's a new feature we're testing out on YouTube's side. If you do a super chat that way, let me know if you want, in that super chat, if you put a ticker of whatever you want me to look at, I can look at it as well. So it's not just for nothing. I can have a look at your favorite stock or crypto. But Riley, thank you for starting that off. I would super chat, but all my money's in XRP. No worries, Stackio. If you can't super chat, you can't. It doesn't matter. We're here to serve everyone who's watching, but it's just a little bit of fun and a recognition for the people that support the channel. Thank you, Sensei. No worries at all. Matt, I'll re-up at $2.25. Good luck to you. Martyn, take home from Sensei's extensive analysis and insights. XRP 50% crash is coming, not if, but when. Yeah, I mean, it is, because at some point there will be a 50% correction. That will, unless there's a big Bitcoin correction, if the Bitcoin corrects 30%, which it can do, it has happened in the bull markets previously, XRP's price can wick down 50% very quickly. But it is a question of when. It's not if, but when. And the reason I say that is because it will 100% correct 50% in the bear market. Once it's reached the targets, $5, $10, whenever the peak is for XRP, it will 100% crash 50%, and it'll probably crash a bit more. That's why we need to navigate the markets together and do that. So you suggested buying at what price? Kevin, again, I want everyone to stop using the terminology of buy and sell in the chat. This is not, you shouldn't be asking, like, look at MSK, a massive XRP investor. He asks questions, not about when should I buy, when should I sell. He asks questions about the technicals. What does this level mean? Where's the resistance? He asks questions and then does his own research. I've never seen MSK say, at what level will you buy? He owns hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of XRP, but he knows the way to phrase questions is not buy, because you shouldn't take advice from anyone else. You shouldn't be. I'm not here to give financial advice. I'm here to teach you so you can do it by yourself. If you just follow other people, it will not end well, and you won't learn anything yourself. So I want to discourage anyone from using that language, and it will help your own financial journey. Just not listening to everyone and listening to yourself, and making sure you know when is the best price to buy for yourself, because each person's decision, each person's buying prices will be very specific to them and what risk they can tolerate, and how their strategy is. Learning about technicals will help on that, but even when you learn about technicals, you have to. It is a very personal thing. At what price can you buy, and can you handle the drops, all that sort of stuff. So I'm here to do the education side of it. Very interesting sensor. A 25% reduction will not be considered crash, but it's about a week ago. So when Martyn, I believe the 10% drop was a crash. I don't understand the chart trends. The classic car nut, if you want to rephrase a question, or we go live every Sunday and we do education then. If you want to tell me exactly what you're not understanding with the charts, and I can run it through with you. It sounds fine to me. Okay, let's look at the most up-to-date questions. What's the song title? I'm not sure. We have a foreign comment which I can't translate. Would you look at Archer? Green money. If you become a member, yes, I can look at Archer. How many likes do we have on the show? We've got 521 people watching and only 11 likes. That can't be right. Let me refresh that. That does not sound right. 150 likes, 521 people watching. I'm sure we can do much better than that. We've also only got 5 minutes. The thing is, I know if you click this button here, I kind of want to stay live longer. I might stay live a little bit longer, but 5 minutes left. Look at that countdown there. I know the XRP army can do it. I know you can do it. Let's see what YouTube does. It's a new feature we're testing. 5 minutes left. Since it will go live longer. If not, it will end when this clock runs out. If you want to see me go live longer, if you appreciate the live show, I've literally just come off a plane. I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say jet lagged, but I'm very tired from that flight. And I haven't had any food, anything. So don't want you to feel sorry for me, but I'm just saying let's try out this feature. $4.30, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Let's see if we can do it. If not, don't worry, I'll go live a little bit longer anyway. But let's test out the feature. Will XRP be worthless after the launch of RLUSD? No, it will not. It will complement XRP. It will actually burn XRP. That's not the most bullish thing about it, because it will be very negligible about around how much XRP will burn. However, it will bring institutions into Ripple's ecosystem. Once they realize XRP is actually a little bit better than RLUSD, they'll trust it more because it's a stable coin, RLUSD. Then they'll be onboarded onto XRP, and then they'll probably be using XRP. So they complement each other. So it's not worthless because of the RLUSD launch. Why don't you believe XRP want to 100 and up? No, CRC. I mean, if this cycle, XRP won't go to $100. If Ripple continues to use XRP, if XRP gains more utility, it starts tokenizing stocks, commodities. If it continues to build the XRP ledger, then I see XRP at $100 next cycle. Maybe next cycle, but I just don't want people to think it's a very likely thing to happen. The market cap is already very high. $100 XRP will be a few trillion, maybe 10 trillion market cap. I don't think that will happen this cycle. I'm very sure it won't happen this cycle, but if I like XRP, and it is possible for it to go to $100 and beyond. Don't even think about Wolf. I think you're having a conversation together. Any thoughts on GAM XRP buyback? I'm not sure what GAM is. Thanks. Why are people saying RLUSD is dead on release? I haven't seen anyone say that. We'll be covering the RLUSD news in just 1 second. I'm going to make it into a video, but I've answered all your questions That time is running out, $2.35. We're not going to hit it, but it was. Thank you for the one person who did super chats. Whenever crypto really becomes mainstream, this $2.50 XRP will be very valuable. Yes, it will. Only 4% of the population actually hold crypto, I believe. I think that's around the number. So if you compare that to stocks, then crypto is just in the beginning stages, and XRP should be one of the top tokens for a very long time. What do you think in years' time about XRP? I mean, 5 years' time, 6 years' time, maybe we have a 4 or 5 years' time next bull cycle, then maybe a $100 XRP is possible. Maybe. I mean, probably in the next 10 years, we'll probably see a $100 XRP. But again, it's a very new technology, this whole crypto market. So we have to keep an eye on it. And right now, I'm focusing on this bull run rather than making longer term price predictions, because everything can change very quickly in the crypto scene. Okay, let me do part 2 of the video. RLUSD. Oh, we got another one. We got 1 minute and we've just got one more. Let's see if it comes up.
Iberian Wolf donated £5 through a super chat. Merry Christmas, Sensei.
Thank you very much, Iberian Wolf. Merry Christmas, Sensei. Thank you very much. That will go towards the goal, but unfortunately, it's running out of time. We won't hit it, but don't worry. I will continue to go live. Maybe we can do another one, which is about 5 super chats with the minimum amount. I don't know if this is the minimum amount. We're getting used to this new feature on YouTube. Okay, let's do the RLUSD news. What's the time for this? 37:47. 37:47. I just need to note down the time because this part will come out as a video. 37:38. Okay. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investors channel. We're looking at the launch of RLUSD. If you found this, you might have come from part 1. This is part 2 of the video. If you haven't watched part 1, then I suggest watching it. That was a full technical analysis on XRP's price. Now we're looking at the news for RLUSD and the $1,200 price prediction. So let's see. Let's get straight into it. I'll show you XRP's price straight off the. If you haven't watched the last video, I'll give you a quick recap. $2.62 was the first level we need to break through. $2.70 was the next. We failed to breach the $2.70. That's why they're both very important. Right now, we're trying to get back above $2.62. This 4-hour candle hasn't closed yet, so we'll have to see if we break it. But right now, $2.70 is the level we need to break. Then we can go on to all-time highs. If we don't hold this level, then we might go down to $2. But I'd suggest you watch the full technical chart analysis video. That'll be at the end of the video. Will also be linked down below. But this is part 2 of that. So if you have found us, if you do enjoy our content, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done already. So what's the news? We've got David Schwartz, which is the CTO of Ripple, and he's saying as RLUSD goes live, there might be supply shortages in the very early days before market stabilizes. Right now, people are overspending. RLUSD has launched. We are looking at the price. It is priced wrongly. Some people are getting the right amount. No one's really getting the exact amount yet. The market needs to stabilize, and someone has already spent over $1,000 on $1, which is crazy. They want to be the first one to own it. I'll have to look into more of the data about how many people spent that much money on it. Right now, the price has come down much closer to $1, but this is from the CTO of Ripple. There may be supply shortages in the very early days before the market stabilizes. There's actually someone willing to pay 1,200 per RLUSD for a tiny fraction of 1 RLUSD, and that's not even for a full RLUSD. Remember, you can buy a fraction of RLUSD. So this person's trying to buy 0.1 RLUSD for $1,200, which is absolutely crazy. He wants to own the first RLUSD, and there's people that have been doing similar things. The highest one I've seen is about $1,000 for 1 RLUSD. already the price has come down much, much lower. Let me continue with his analysis. Tools will show you the highest price anyone is willing to pay, even if it's just for a tiny bit. Maybe someone wants to honor of buying the first bit of RLUSD on the DEX. Remember, you can fractionally buy RLUSD just as it can be fractionally buy XRP. I think XRP denominations are measured in drops, and you can buy, there's about 8 drops. So it's divisible by that many. I'm not sure how much RLUSD is divisible by, but again, someone's only trying to buy a little bit of RLUSD for $1,200. But then he goes on to say what we all wanted to hear. But rest assured, the price will come back very close to $1 as soon as the supply stabilizes. If it doesn't, something is very seriously wrong. And he's basically saying, don't worry, that's not going to happen. But if it does, something is very wrong. If you want to spend a lot of money on a tiny bit of RLUSD before anyone else does, you can, but please don't expect the price to stay over $1 once things stabilize, which I expect they will do very quickly. And I agree with him. Already we've seen the price of RLUSD stabilize. One of our members has already bought some. I don't think he overpaid too much for it. But what I want to make clear is RLUSD is not an investment. It's not something you hold hoping the price goes up. It is pegged dollar to dollar. It is better than USDT in my opinion. It's better than USDC in my opinion. Once it's on all exchanges, I'll be using it as my stable coin of choice. If, for example, I'm trading or if I want to hold some money in cash. Again, it's a stable coin. The whole point is $1 to $1, and it's now going to be the best stable coin out there on the market. Why? Because it's done by a very reputable company, Ripple Labs. It's going to have monthly audits. It's backing every dollar is going to have $1 of physical cash. Well, not maybe physical, but they're going to back $1 by $1 reserve. So they're going to have a proper reserve. There's going to be a lot of liquidity on the market. So I expect the price to be pegged to $1 in the coming week and stay there for as long as RLUSD is around, which should be forever. So very important. Don't FOMO into a stablecoin. Don't buy anymore. You're not going to buy the first one anymore. It's not going to have any value anyway. This is not an investment, and I see a lot of people trying to buy RLUSD for no reason. So don't rush into buy RLUSD. Don't FOMO into a stablecoin. So let me continue with his analysis, and then I'll move on to different news items. The whole point of a stablecoin is to have a stable price. Short-term changes in price due to shortages of supply and demand are certainly possible, especially around the launch, but they shouldn't remain for very long as arbitrages rapidly fix the market. So there we go. That addresses why why there's been price targets of 1,200. Someone has put a bid in, willing to buy it for the first one. I've seen $1,000 go through for an RLUSD, but the price has stabilized since. So this is not an investment opportunity. This is not something you can make money off. In my opinion, again, not financial advice, but you can't make money off a stablecoin. Here we go. This is another more recent tweet from David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple. Some thoughts on recent discussions around XRPL account reserves and the voting mechanisms to change the amounts. So this is if you actually own an XRP wallet. If you have an XRP wallet, a physical wallet or a private wallet, you basically have to not overrun the system. You have to put 10 XRP. That is going to be locked up until that account is closed. That's to stop the system overwhelm. It's a very good system where you have to have some skin in the game. 10 XRP. Before it was 100 XRP. Before that, I think it was 1,000 XRP. That's when the price was 0.0001. And previously that was pretty cheap. 10 XRP was just a few months ago was about $3. Now 10 XRP is worth a lot more. So what they're doing is they're putting a vote out there, just like they've done previously, to bring the amount of XRP that you need to hold in your wallet to keep it active down to 1 XRP. Because the price is going up, they can make votes, and the validators can vote, and they can allow the rest of that 10 XRP, the 9 XRP outstanding, to be tradable, and you only need 1 XRP to keep the account open. So that's what he's talking about on this tweet. So I won't go into that too much because it's not as important for the price of XRP, I don't think. And then we've got RLUSD here on CoinMarketCap. Let's see if there's any updates since. No, we've got Ripple CTO David Schwartz warns against RLUSD FOMO amidst launch speculation. That's what we've just seen. Ripple launching RLUSD sparks excitement in the crypto world. Yes, very, very important. Let's get on to that. Let me think. It's the next one here. This is causing a lot of news stories coming out. This is making institutions aware of Ripple. It's making investors aware of XRP, and it's bringing the masses into the crypto world, and especially to XRP. So let's listen into this video here, which is the New York Stock Exchange is discussing Ripple's new stablecoin, RLUSD, pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar. The stablecoin aims to enhance Ripple's ecosystem, particularly for cross-border payments, potentially increasing XRP's utility and mainstream adoption of the blockchain in finance. So let's listen into this.
In fact, today, Ripple's new stablecoin will officially start trading. The token is supported by US dollar deposits, short-term US government treasuries, and other cash equivalents. Ripple received the final go-ahead to debut the token by the New York Department of Financial Services last week. Well, joining me now with more is Martyn, Principal Research Analyst at Nansen. Thank you so much for joining. Big news, of course, that we've been following in the crypto world, and most recently with Ripple announcing that it will be trading its newest stablecoin, Ripple USD. Why now?
This is on mainstream media now. People are hearing about this.
It's a great timing for many companies, not only purely crypto, because we are bound to have some clarity on stablecoin regulation. And the motto of this administration will be sort of traditional financial companies and crypto companies getting together in a clear regulatory framework.
So with Ripple getting into the stablecoin market, competing with the likes of Tether and USDC, do you think it was a smart move?
It's true, it's a very competitive space. And the advantages of Ripple is it already has a series of partners, banks, remittance companies, mostly out of the US, not so much in the US. It has established technology, which is cheap and fast. So there are some competitive advantage, but it's true it will be very competitive field.
Mm-hmm.
So that is bullish. This is only one news story. I wanted to bring this to your attention just to show you that this is making waves within, as you heard us say, it's not even just the crypto industry. This news will be going out to a lot of different industries, and it's going to be covered on mainstream news as well. So another bullish sign.
Dennis Keith donated $1.99 through a super chat. I appreciate the info. I'm up $50 my first week.
Dennis, thank you so much for the super chat. Congratulations on your gains. Very appreciated. So yes, this is made during a live show. If you want to join us, I'm live. Martyn's live all the time, Monday to Friday during trading hours, opening bell, closing bell. I've got my shows on Sunday, and I live stream randomly during the week as well when the news events drop. For example, today is RLUSD launch day, and I'm explaining to you RLUSD. One more thing that I want to bring to your attention. A lot of people are saying, why is this good for XRP? And then they say, is it the burning that's going to be really good for XRP's price action? And no, it's not. The burning is not, and when I say no, it's not, I mean, it is good for XRP's price, but it's not the burning. The burning, there will be a fraction of XRP burnt to help facilitate the RLUSD ecosystem, but that's negligible in my opinion. The best thing about it is, firstly, it provides liquidity for our USD. XRP will provide liquidity and vice versa, so that's good for the whole ecosystem. Secondly, I think the most important, two really important things is sentiment. Sentiment's so important in the crypto space. When you start seeing a company Ripple that uses XRP launch an RLUSD coin and enter a massive industry of the stable coins, you see that a company is innovating, and people will look to will pair that with XRP and start saying, okay, if RLUSD launch goes well, XRP's price will go well, will do well. If Ripple grows as a company, even though XRP is not part of Ripple, they will look and try and buy some XRP. So from the sentiment side of things, it's good because there's more news. People who've never known about crypto will start hearing about this on mainstream news, RLUSD, then they'll look into XRP. And the same thing happens to institutions. Some institutions are very wary of crypto, but they really want to use its use cases. XRP's use case is amazing for all these banks. and the payment system industry. However, they're reluctant to use it because they think it's they might have a bad crypto has a bad reputation. A lot of people think it's all to do with money laundering and drugs, which cash is used for money laundering and drugs much more than crypto is. So that's a very poor argument. However, that's the way people think about crypto. So when you see a XRP go through a court case and come out the other end on top by saying it's not a security, that's good for XRP's price. When you see RLUSD go through a full vetting structure and get approved from the New York courts, then that's when institutions will start going in and saying, okay, well, this is actually getting regulatory approval. They're going about it the right way. They will onboard those massive clients onto maybe the RLUSD, which they might think is better because it's a stable coin. They will start using that, and then they might go on to using XRP because of its because XRP's time is quicker, the payment time, the liquidity is more, so they will then move over to XRP and start using XRP more. So RLUSD brings new customers in, it helps with the news, it brings more retail and institutional customers in, and then they'll move over to XRP. So I think that's something that's really good for XRP's price. We'll continue with the stories. Ripple has told us who's on the board. In addition to Sheila Bair, David Perth, and Chris Larson, the Ripple Stablecoin Advisory Board welcomes Raghuram Rajan, former Reserve Bank of India governor, very experienced person. Then we've got Kenneth Montgomery, former VP and COO at Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. So a team like no other. Why RLUSD? Fully backed by US dollar deposits, US government bonds, and other cash, equivalents with with monthly third-party audits. USDT refused to do audits. USDT, I don't want to put my money in there because they don't want to share if they're actually holding enough cash in the background. They're probably not. So if we get monthly audits and they've been properly approved, RLUSD is definitely going to be the best choice for everyone. And they're doing third-party audits. Tether USDT refuses to do that. Multi-chain support. It's not just going to run on the XRPL. It's going to run on ETH, Solana. Is going to be on multi-chain support. Built for cross-border payments, DeFi integration, and bridging between fiat and crypto. RLUSD is a step towards the future of finance. We've got here CoinMena, new listing RLUSD is now available. We've got a few exchange listing it, more to come. The stability will come in the coming week, I assume. We've got MoonPay, RLUSD is now available. One of our members has bought RLUSD on MoonPay, so congratulations to you. Again, it's not an investment, don't FOMO in, but it is working. You can now buy Ripple stablecoin using Apple Pay, Venmo, PayPal, MoonPay balance debits, and credit card because MoonPay is now supporting it. Then we move on to this XRP short. This is an important story. Big news channels are picking this up. Cointelegraph is a big in the crypto space, and it's saying alert: 272.3 million worth of XRP shorts face liquidation if XRP reaches $3, signaling a potential short squeeze. And that is a large amount of liquidations that will create a short squeeze if we reach $3. And remember, when we're looking at the chart, we're looking at $3 as a level that's very important. $1.61, 1618 from the 2021 high. Remember, that's our last level before we move to the upside. Again, watch my previous video where I explain the charts. But that lines up with that $3 level. Once we get through it, there might be a short squeeze, blast through all-time highs, and then we can get $4 quicker than most expect. So that's that news story there, which I wanted to bring you as well. This is on Ripple's website. Transact with confidence using Ripple's USD, instant payouts, and easy fiat to stablecoin on and off ramps worldwide. Hold, buy, and trade USD on chain with a stablecoin purpose built for payments. Remember, people like to buy these stablecoins to act as cash, so they can easily buy crypto or trade with it. And I think one exchange is already offering 5% on RLUSD. That's always been the issue with trying to get your interest rate payments on USDT. It's not worth it because they're not doing audits. You don't know what the underlying assets are. But here, I think it's much safer to hold RLUSD and then get your interest rate payments that way. Redeemable for $1 to $1 US. So yeah, businesses will use it, individuals will use it. Deep liquidity, RLUSD provides deep liquidity for major trading pairs on select centralized exchanges. Multi-chain, we've already discussed instant settlement, programmable finance. So this is the future. Stablecoins are going to make up a large amount of the crypto space. Then we've got the full report from Ripple as well. I don't want to bore you with all the details, but they're doing this properly. This is a big day, and we're watching the price of RLUSD be a little bit volatile today, but that is what's expected. I explained to you that it will not last. This is to do with the shortages we heard from Ripple CTO, and now we're seeing XRP's price go to the upside again. But that's the end of this video. Thank you all for watching. I'll link you part 1 if you haven't watched it up here, and another playlist down below. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay up to date. We'll be doing more. I do my live show every Sunday, and I go live throughout the week on exciting events. So until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Brilliant. So when did that end? 56.89. 56. Ripple. Okay, we've got Martyn calling in. Let's bring Martyn on the show. Give me 1 second. Martyn, you're live on the show.
Thank you very much, Sensei. You're doing an absolutely fantastic job. Thank you for flying back from your holiday and bringing everybody up to date with today's chart on XRP. Very exciting day. So we've got so much going on today we want to tell you about. Sensei, if you could give me, please, in your show live, 5 minutes from when you're going to come to an end, because as we ended our earlier show, in between the shows, we sent you to our music premiere for Christmas. We're trying to raise money for charity. We're trying to help all our charitable partners. Guys, it was our best ever by hundreds. Best ever premiere on the music channel, which is where we raise money for charity. Thank you so much, everyone. All we did was drop a song in between my show and Sensei's show, and you all came through. You watched, you liked, subscribed. It was our best ever music premiere ever on my channel, other than the time when I went viral with Andre Bocelli back when COVID first came into the world. So thank you so much indeed for taking part of that. That was amazing. So Sensei, if you could let me know 5 minutes before the end that you're going to end, and then what I will do as the show comes to the end, I will drop a link in and I will take you to our next one, because it did so well. This is great to raise money for charity. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers so we can turn on charitable giving and raise literally millions for charity. This is my trophy I had here from the Lions Club. This is my Jack Weech trophy. I've got lots of these for raising money for charity, but now we're trying to do it in a much more effective way. So at the end, let me know you're going to end within 5 minutes. I will drop the link in. Everybody tune in. I've got a great one for you. I've just recorded Step Into Christmas, bit of Elton John named with the World Piano Man. Please watch that for 3 minutes. Let it play all the way through. Be part of it. And then that will take you directly into my closing bell show. And we're getting ready for the big day tomorrow. Tomorrow is NVIDIA Day, XRP Day, and Soundhound Day. Why? Because it's the FOMC. It's the one that is going to trigger or dump the Santa Rally. The Santa Rally is the last 5 trading days of the year and the first 2 days of January. If the FOMC report goes well, if Jerome Powell is dovish, we could be in for a massive rally in the last end of the end of the year. I do predict it. I think we're going to get a 0.25%. And today we've seen Soundhound sell off. We've seen NVIDIA sell off. And all of it tomorrow will be very volatile. A lot of money to be made tomorrow. So I'm going to go live straight after that. So we're going to go live from Sensei's show when he finishes. Give me a 5-minute countdown, please, Sensei. I will then invite you all in. I will give you the link. It'll automatically play Elton John, Step Into Christmas. Please help us raise money for charity. And then from that, I will give you the link. It's only 3 minutes long. Watch it all the way through. That will take you then into the Soundtown closing bell show this afternoon. And Sensei, do as long as you want. I'll be here waiting for you until you're ready to finish. When you're ready to finish, give me 5 minutes, and then we'll be into the music. Then we'll be into the Soundtown, getting ready for FOMC report in the morning. Sensei, you're doing a great job. Back to you.
Thank you, Martyn. That's going to be very, very exciting. We're all going to be joining Martyn for that music show. What excites me even more than Martyn's amazing singing is what we can do for charity once we reached all this. I think it's 10,000 subscribers we need to reach. So that will help a lot. So as soon as this ends, stick around. We're going to be moved over to the music channel. Well, while we enjoy some amazing songs, we can also be helping charity. Martyn, I will let's start that 5 minute count. I will end the show in about 5 minutes time. I have done extra time. I did. I was only supposed to do a half an hour show. We're already live for an hour, so um, you can start that 5 minute countdown now, Martyn. So we'll be finishing the show in 5 minutes time from now. So XRP's price is back above $2.62, which is good news. That's what we want to see, but mainly what we want to see is getting back above $2.70 and actually closing this 4-hour candle above it would be great, or closing the daily candle above it would also be very, very good news as well. So remember, we didn't manage to close the previous two above it. We acted as resistance, and now we're coming back up to the $2.70 level. That would be a great area to get back above. If we do break above, then it's $3, I think, very quickly. Once we break above and hold it, remember 4-hour candles is sort of the minimum time frame I'm looking at. Sometimes I'll have a look at smaller time frames just to see what the price action is currently. But when we're looking at big structure breaks, big levels breaking, $2.70 being one of them, we want to look at least the 4-hour and mainly the daily. So the daily would be around 270. We need to get above. We are above $2.62 on the daily candle close, but if we get above $2.70 as well on the daily candle close, that would be very bullish, and I would expect us to go to $3 in the coming days as well. I see a few requests as well for Nvidia and SoundHound, so let's quickly have a look at them. Again, I'm live every Sunday where we go through all our favorite stocks and crypto. SoundHound, wow. Remember when we were looking at this massive accumulation zone? $4, now it's at $18. Yeah, this is at resistance. This is at previous all-time highs. This would be a level that traders would start taking profits. I'd be very, very careful. I would hold a little bit maybe, but that is a great target. We've hit our targets very, very quickly. I'll hold a little bit maybe to start looking at levels such as $30. But yeah, you are at the first level of taking profits. That is for sure, because that's previous all-time highs. We have moved up very, very quickly. We've been looking at the technicals of this chart for a very long time, and it's finally coming into place. Yeah. So congratulations, all-time highs. You are actually above all-time highs and holding it as support. If you hold the all-time highs as support, then you're looking at $30 as your next target on SoundHound. Quick look at Nvidia, and then we're ending the show in about 2 minutes. NVIDIA. NVDA. Here we go. What's NVIDIA doing? I saw another member's request. NVIDIA, yeah, it's, as I said, it's going to get choppy. You've broken support. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back down to 116. But yeah, it's below support right now, so Nvidia's not looking brilliant. Again, FOMC report is going to be very, very important. That's why we need to tune into Martyn tomorrow. That's going to add a lot of volatility to crypto and everything else. SV has just quickly asked me to do this one. Quantum computing. Wow. Not much technical analysis you can do on this stock because it's in price discovery and it's very, very volatile. Yeah, I'll be careful with this, to be honest. Not, unfortunately. Actually, you do have previous price action around here. Let's have a look at a few key levels. You're currently at one. I need to finish the show very, very quickly, so got about 2 minutes left. Just under 2 minutes. $14.75. Its previous important level, so that's the first level of taking profit, or the first sort of resistance. The next resistance will be $24. And then after that, you're looking around $38. If we do a quick Fibonacci from the previous high to low, let's make sure that's accurate. That's accurate on that side. That's accurate on that side. Yeah, you got the 786. So another next target would be $20, and then another Fibonacci from the previous high of 2019. And you've got another target there. So resistance up ahead for this stock, you'll be looking at $19, just below $20, $25, and $31. Those are your targets to the upside. To the downside, do you have any gaps to fill? I think you do. Maybe it'll come down to $12 very quickly, but it looks like the parabolic move is starting on QUBT. You should have already been involved, but if you're a scalp trader, you might enjoy getting involved in that. Again, not financial advice, but thank you all for tuning in. We've got about less than 1 minute and then we're ending the show. But stay exactly where you are, because we're taking you over to the music channel. Just a quick question: is it better to hold money for tomorrow's news or buy on today's lows? Benjamin, I cannot give financial advice. You're asking me a very financial advisory question. I can't tell you what to do with your money. If you ask me about resistance support, what I'm doing, maybe I can answer, but not when the question is phrased like that. You won't learn anything by just listening to someone telling you when to buy and sell. But what's going to happen now? We're going over to help raise some money to charity. That's the link to the live event starting in a couple minutes' time. Stay where you are, it'll take you straight there, or if not, click on that link. Make sure when you go onto that channel, you subscribe, you like. It's all for charity. So thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you want to see more of these sorts of videos. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.